And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. As you come into the room, please let me know that you can hear me so I don't go too far. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Let me try this. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, around town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the Brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs. Shout out to Eat Good TV. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. I'm about to put these glasses on because these lights are blinding me. Big up on yourself and thank you for being here this morning. Let me go from the top and shout out people first. I never normally do it this way. I normally talk about what we're going to talk about first, but let's do this real quick. All right, Nikki B is in the building this morning. First one in. Big up yourself, Nikki B. Thank you for being here. Seymour Bennett's here. Teresa Lewis is in the building. Pussy Galore is in the building this morning. Darlene Walter Riley is in the building. Darlene Walter Riley, I hope all is well with you. Dainty D is in the building this morning. Prellis 123. Dainty D, thank you for being here. Prellis 123 is here. Lovely Anika is in the building this morning. Says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, fam. Thank you for being here. King Biggs is in the building this morning. Morning, fam. Vanessa is in the building. Soldier 819 is here. Donna Casada is here. Candle Flame 101. Hear you. Thank you for the feedback. Loud and clear. SDs is in the building this morning. SD says, good morning, SouFLo, and blessings to you and the family. Lulu Ridges is here this morning. Black Eagle is here this morning. Lady J is here this morning. Natural Born Aries is in the building. Kaz Robinson is here. Donna Casada is here. It's the freaking weekend, baby. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. Made it through another week, right? Boy, them week can't run way fast enough. Donna Casada is in the building this morning. Wayne Nathan is in the building. June O'Brien is here. Michelle Howell is here this morning. Thank you, Michelle, for being here. Michelle, bring all flowers, roses at that. Big up yourself and thank you for being here. Dorothy T is here. Audrey Wright is here. Pauline Graham is here. Let me see who else. Julie Tapper is in the building this morning. Good morning, my friend. Kai Tai Jai Empress is in the building. Kai Tai Jai is in the building this morning. Chicken wing fried rice. DR, main one. Guava 876 there. Good morning. Great Goodies is here. And Stash. Great Goodies, big up yourself enough. And Stash is in the building this morning. All right. I have nothing in my cup but some cold water. See there? That's it. Just water. I'm thirsty. And these things. We got a couple of things to talk about this morning. So we're going to talk about someone on the one like say God never bless you, no? I talk a little bit on that. And then when you take up young gal, I'm gonna go in on that. So one of our audience members said, SouFLo, I don't know if him woman way younger than him or something, but he said she hates. Because I was asking y'all, should I grow the beard back? Beard or no beard? A lot of people were saying beard. A lot of people says no beard. Somebody says it's good to be your own self. Mistaken identity can happen. No beard. I'm saying, or she said, yes, no beard. I'm saying mistaken identity can happen even with the beard, but people no beard, no beard. But anyways, he said that it's in the comment section, still a matter of fact. He said his woman or his girlfriend, she hates when his grays start to show in his beard. So we're going to talk about that. From that, I came up with a piece of material called When You Take Up Young Gal. All right. Then we're going to talk about this black teen. We have the video, and I'm sure you've seen it because it's been out for a couple of days now. This black teen, or what do we want to be called in 2022? We're black? Are we Negroes this 2022? Or are we African American this 2022? What do we want to be called? Top of the morning to you, Reggae Girl Bento. I don't know what we want to be called, but anyway, the little black boy, he use him camera and he videotaped being accosted by two angry middle-aged white men who were upset that he was, y'all seen the video, who was upset that he was driving through their neighborhood, and it's happened in Florida. A lot of people are telling me that it's the same neighborhood where Trayvon Martin was killed. I don't think it's the same neighborhood, but I think it's the same part of Florida, Sanford. Florida is huge, for those of you who don't know. For instance, when I'm driving from Florida to Georgia, just to Georgia, and Georgia is our neighboring state, to go, say, pick up my son, drop off my sons, or something like that, it literally takes me about 6 hours from my house to reach the end of Florida Georgia line to cross over into Georgia. 6 hours of driving straight on the highway. And then it only takes me about 2 hours into Georgia to get them. And I think they live way into Georgia, right? So Florida is pretty big. And because it says Sanford doesn't mean it's the same neighborhood. It could be just the same part. But anyhow, we're gonna look at the video, and I have something to say that might not be favorable. Might not be favorable. So we're gonna talk about all these and some miscellaneous stuff here and there, like Shakari. Shakari is winning again. I think Shakari bowled us a 6 for a 9. I think this was a marketing strategy. Talk a lot of stuff, underperform. Talk a lot of stuff, underperform. Train in the background, really know that you can beat these times, but underperform for a while just to get people to keep saying, the crowd is riled up. Shakari, Shakari, the runner, the American runner who talks a lot of stuff but always losing. Well, she's winning. She is winning again, and she is winning on big platforms now. So I'm wondering if this was a plot, if this was some kind of promotional strategy, between she and Nike and marketing strategy or whatever. Comeback story. Everybody loves a good comeback story. Everybody roots for the underdog at one point or another, right? So with that said, and then there's a story that I just came across this morning. I actually wanted to discuss the man that, because we covered this story years ago. I did the video yesterday, but I wanted to talk about it live. A brother in Jamaica who was employed at a all-inclusive resort decided to take it upon himself, jump over the balcony, rape two tourist women, two white women in one room. He gets 20 years in prison in Jamaica. A couple of years later now, right? He was just sentenced now. This happened, I believe, 2018. But I have the whole story in front of me right here. We're going to talk a little bit about that as well. That was so embarrassing. And then, of course, I don't know if you all heard it, but 7 Haitians from the Olympic delegation of the Haitian team, because Special Olympics is going on right now. 7 of them came supposed to be about the Olympics, and they disappeared. They disappeared in Florida, and nobody can find them. Interesting story. So with that, I'll start off with the 7 Haitians. All right. Another member of the Haitian Special Olympics delegation has disappeared, and this, by the way, is from the Miami Herald, has disappeared in Central Florida, last seen on Saturday, days after 6 other members of his teammates of the Special Olympics. Wait, hold on, man. Days later, after 6 other members of his team disappeared, of the Special Olympics delegation for the Haitians disappeared. So 6 of them disappeared one time, one day, right? And then he waited a couple of days, and then he went next. Funny. I'm saying it is funny. There's a headline that says 5 soccer players they were and their coach vanished from the Special Olympics in Florida. The Osceola County Sheriff Office says that Luis Jacques Wilguens gets off a bus at Disney All-Star Sports Resort in Lake Buena Vista around 4:30 p.m. in the evening Saturday, and he was wearing white Special Olympics t-shirt with Haiti on the front of it, red sandals and blue jeans, red, white, and blue, and he was He was supposed to fly back to Haiti early Sunday morning, and he waited until Saturday. He waited till the day before his flight, and he took flight. Will Will Griggs is 25 years old. They described him as 5 feet 8 inches tall and about 170 pounds. And he hasn't been seen since, just like the other six have not been seen since. The number of Haitian Special Olympics connected men from Haiti missing is now at seven. Seven of them have gone missing. Listen, there's an so on June 7th is when the first six left. OCSO announced a soccer team coach, five players: Antoine Minton, 32, Nicholson Fontilos, 20, Peter Berlos, 19, Anderson Petit Frere, 18, Stevenson Jacquet, 24, and Oriel Jean, 18. They were all last seen at ESPN's World of Sports complex in Kissimmee. They all turned in their keys to the hotel room. They didn't want to be charged for anything. They turned in their keys to the hotel room, and they still had all their clothes and their personal belongings. They still had their clothes and personal belongings. The article I read where an attorney, one lawyer was talking, right? And the lawyer said, the lawyer that's handling this case, I don't know why they need a lawyer to handle this case, but a lawyer is handling the case. It says, the lawyer says, this seems very suspicious or very fishy, because I'm looking at this lawyer like, you are a real novice. Either you're a novice or you're just trying to work with them, you trying to cover up for them. This seems very suspicious because, I mean, even if you're going to defect, would you not take along your belongings, like your clothing and stuff, with you? Lady, listen, hear me out. uh, you naive as ever. Okay. First of all, Florida, there's a strong Haitian presence in Florida. The Haitian community is strong, especially if they go south. Because this right here, they're more up in the northern side, mid Florida. If they go south and end up like in Miami, and they get lost in like any part of Miami, North Miami, down Little Haiti side, all them places there, the Haitian community is strong, and they will be protected. They will be protected, and I'm sure they have family connections here. And it's not hard to get some kind of connections, because the Haitians here, they live like this. I watch them and their community, and sometimes I say to myself, like, man, if the Jamaican community was like that as well, right? For those of you who live here, you know what I'm talking about. The Haitian community moves strong. They move strong. I grew up here, and I remember when they came to prominence, and they had a gang that was called the Zoe Pound that was terrorizing Florida, especially in South Florida, North Miami area and stuff like that, right? Broward County, Dade County. Nobody wanted to mess with the Zoes. The Zoes meaning Zoe Pound, right? And they were united. All one of them had to say is something to the other one, and you were swarmed like somebody hit a beehive. And they remember, when I came here, I told y'all when I came here back then, they used to laugh at all of us, and they used to call us all kinds of names, especially my Black American brothers and sisters. I know they hate to hear it today, because today everybody has a baby by a Zoe, or everybody wants a Jamaican man, or everybody has Jamaican friends and Haitian friends, and you like Jamaican food and you like Haitian food and all these things and the culture, and you go to the festivities. It wasn't like that a couple of years back. When I came here, it was rough. They used to laugh at us. They used to laugh at the way we dress. Haitians stay close to African culture, so them dress pretty colorful and thing. And then the way my mother used to dress me now, she used to dress me just like I told you. My mom used to dress. My mom used to dress me. I didn't have a choice in what I wore, so she used to pretty much dress me looking like them. And people used to laugh. Them used to go back on your banana boat. Them kind of joke there. Yeah, them Haitian. I say I'm not Haitian. Where you from then? Africa? I say I'm not from Africa. And I didn't come here on no banana boat. Where you from? I'm from Jamaica. Same shit. Go home. Go back on your boat. That's how they used to treat us. But anyhow, the Haitians didn't take lightly to it. and they banded together, man. I'm telling you, and nobody could mess with them. Any majority of the fights that I saw growing up were Haitians putting the beat down, beating the brakes off of a group off if necessary, or one somebody was getting their ass beat by them Haitians and they weren't playing. And then they took it to the streets and they took it to gunplay as well. They had to get violent in some places. And then they took over the cocaine trade as well. Then you started seeing young Haitians riding dunks, 16 years old, go fill his mouth up with gold teeth, put his car on gold rims, lift the car up in the air, $60,000 drop in a old box Chevy, do it different. It was them Haitians that was doing all that. It were the Haitians. It was from the time when I was coming up, right? Anyhow, here they are. They're well protected and their community is very strong here. All right. So and they don't. They're more like, come on in. We'll hide you. We'll take care of you. We'll make sure you're okay. I don't know if we have that here. I don't know if we have that here because I've heard nothing but horror stories from Jamaicans who ran off. Very few Jamaicans who ran off tell you, say, man, I ran off and everything goes smooth. Meet a couple of Jamaicans, them help me out, them take care of me, and all this. The stories I've heard is more like, yeah, brethren tell me, say, come stay here, so. And then when me I stay there, so, our husband start jump on me at night time and I had to run out of there and we did homeless, I'm asleep in a car and with this. I heard all kinds of different stories from us. Them Haitians, I'm not saying it don't happen with them, but they click up like this and they really, really, really take care of their own. So them 7 that are missing, I'm willing to bet that they already made arrangements for them and they're gonna be okay. They call us banana boat. Yes, Julie Tapper, they call us all kinds of things. This is the first place I came and got called a porch monkey. I was like, what? A what? Porch monkey. Porch monkey. Yeah, by people that look like me. Porch monkey. So I'm late. Good morning, fam, and fellow morning thoughts. Ites. Brahmo Right, thank you for being here. Haitian Body Order, HBO. Kataja. Kataja Empress. Haitian Body Order, HBO. Adata HBO before HBO was HBO. Haitian Body Order. Why? We went through it, man. We went through it. The Haitians and the Caribbean and the Cubans are very united in Miami, Florida, South Florida area. Facts. Facts. I remember when I was graduating, somebody said, if you're going to be working in Florida, you plan on staying here, then you might want to learn Spanish. Could I tell you all I took Spanish for 7 years? And up till now, I think I speak more Creole than Spanish. But they said you might want to learn Spanish. It'll be a bonus, right? Back then, I thought, I'm not trying to speak no damn Spanish. Spanish, why? I'm in America. Fast forward a couple of years later, yes, everywhere you go, especially in South Florida, all the job applications in the health field says bilingual a plus, Spanish preferred. So when they were telling me this, I should have listened. Bilingual a plus, Spanish preferred. I go to hotels, I go to different venues, restaurants, wherever, and it's Spanish people. Spanish people. So, and the Cubans in South Florida, let me get off topic for a minute. The Cubans in South Florida, they look out for their own, but not only that, they, I'm at risk of saying this, but the ones that are passable will pass. What I mean by that is the one them will look like they're more Euro than Afro, because it's a mixed breed of people, right? The ones that look more Euro than Afro, they'll stay on the Euro side and they'll treat you like this is 1954 and Jim Crow is going on. They're very, I don't know. I run into a lot of them that are very racist when it comes to dealing with like black people, you know. So yes, he Cubans want to be white. Yeah, the Cubans want to be white. A lot of them. There was a guy that did a video on YouTube. He did an experiment. He took a microphone, took his microphone around, and he kept asking Cubans and Mexicans. He said, "Hey, I got a question for you. You believe in God?" And they were like, yes, yes. Uh, may I ask what religion you are? They said, Christian. I said, okay. Um, is Jesus is your God, right? They said, yes. He said, is Jesus a Caucasian man? Uh, they're like, yeah, yes, yeah. Where's this going? He goes, okay. So that's the standard right there. What do you consider yourself? Now he was talking to like a Mexican that was darker than me. The Mexican said, the Mexican said, white. He said, you consider yourself to be white? Put the microphone upon him like this. He said, yes, like Jesus. He looked at the camera and he was like, that man dark as hell, but he considers himself to be white. He goes to the Cuban community. Not one person in the Cuban community said they had any native blood in them. They didn't say anything about any Indian, nothing, anything. They all consider themselves to be Caucasian. Caucasian. So it was pretty funny to see the video. And I mean, he went to a whole lot of people. It wasn't just like one person or two person. But hey, I could skip that story and talk about the one in New York, right? Red pill, blue pill. Red pill, blue pill, two brothers that they sit out on the sidewalk and they teach and talk and all that. They did the same experiment with the big picture. And a lot of black people was walking by. And they're like, hey, who's this? And they pointed to a black person, with the thorns around his head, the religious story of him look like Bob Marley, right? That's all right. He had dreads and everything. Y'all seen that video? And they asked them, and then they had the traditional picture of the Jesus picture. This is in a black community, predominantly black and Hispanic community in New York. And as people were passing by, hundreds of people are passing by. New York, busy like that. They're in Manhattan, Midtown, busy, busy. Who's this? Oh, that's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Every time they pointed to the white man, he said, that's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And they said, who's this? And to the black person, and they were like, I don't know. The devil, maybe. Who's that? I don't know who that is. And they kept the whole day. They probably got one or two persons that was like, yo, I know where this is going. But check this out, man. And then they started trying to speak differently. But the majority of the people thought, this is my Lord and Savior. And they pointed to the white man. The white man is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Same thing for the not the Haitians, sorry. Same thing for the Cubans in South Florida. A lot of them really believe that they are Caucasian. And they will treat you like how you were treated or your people were treated back in time. And they're not afraid to do it. And the funny thing is, I remember growing up here and seeing them. They used to come in the boats and they had a thing called wet feet, dry feet. Means if the police caught them when their feet were wet, they got taken to the immigration processing centers. But if they got to where their feet were dry, police didn't do anything to them. So they used to raft. Lots of rafts would come up, and you would be at the beach swimming, and you would see a raft float in with like 50 of them on it, and they would jump off the raft and just run into the crowd and just mix into the crowd and just go about their business. And they were defecting from Cuba coming into the US. Now, over time, what they did again was they banded together and they built up their communities. You have Little Havana in Florida, in Miami, Little Havana, and anybody from down that side can tell you guys, they have their own everything, their own festivities, festivals, their own restaurants, their own communities owned by them, operated by them, ran by them. And same thing for the Haitians. The Haitians have Little Haiti. We don't have nothing. There's no Little Jamaica. We're just all over the place and in everybody's stuff. That's why I was saying, growing up here, I used to think like, damn, could we be like them? I was so alone. I needed company. I needed something to fall back on, somebody to tell us that we're strong too. But we became feared. We became feared because we became violent. So we had Jamaican gangs rising up left, right, and center, but that was not foundational. What the Haitians did and what the Cubans did was foundational. They established a safe haven, a whole community. Now, if Haitians come here illegally or if Cubans come here illegally, they make it to Little Havana and they make it to Little Haiti and they're good. And don't forget, the Asians or the Chinese, they have Chinatown everywhere, right? So if they come here also illegally, they make it there, they're good. They have a community that's established that will hide them, take care of them, and work with them and finance them even until they become straight. We don't have none of that. We're on our own. So we're still, yeah, Pauline Graham. That is why I laugh at such one. Education, education, education. Crab in a barrel mentality. I kill with Jamaicans. Carrie Ann Jones, you're absolutely right. That's what it's always been. The crab in a barrel mentality that we could never get over, never let go of. We still, to this day, operate the same exact way as Jamaican people. One and two good one out there, you know. Enough, actually, enough good Jamaican people out there, but we're so scattered. We're so scattered. Them, they don't care. They bond on the basis of you're Jamaican, you're over here. So. You Cuban, you over here. You in the Cuban community. You Haitian, you a Zo. You in. That's it. I'll give you a good example. In the rap entertainment industry, a little youth just came from Haiti the other day, and the little youth looks just like a rapper that's very famous now. He looks like Dirk. I know y'all might not know who he is, but some of you might. Lil Durk. The little youth that came from Haiti is Perk. They named him Perkio and said he looks like Durkio. And he started going around doing presentations and taking, like, getting paid to look like, to imitate the rapper. All right. People are like, that's weird. You're making money to look like somebody. They have a Drake out there and they have another name for him as well. But he is making a whole lot of money. You're talking about like $10,000 per appearance because when they appear, people think, oh, that's Drake. I'm gonna go there too, and it's a fake Drake. Same thing for Perkio, looking like Durkio, and go look up Dirk and see who he is, right? Anyways, the whole 6ix9ine thing with Dirk, I'm giving you an example. They tried to exploit that kid, right? He doesn't really speak English that well. His Creole is more prominent. But I remember him saying, like, I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems, you know. I loyalty and I respect Dirk, and because they were trying to get him to disrespect Dirk in a video, in a song. Well, let me tell you what happened here. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. There's this well-known Haitian gangster. He jumped right in and he put out a video and he said 6ix9ine and his management team no longer welcomed in the state of Florida. You can't do no shows here. You can't book no events here. You can't shoot no videos here. Everything shut down for you. This is a no-fly zone for you until you meet with us. See, one thing y'all didn't realize is that Perkio is a Zo, and that goes above everything. That's what he said. That goes above everything. If it's gunplay, it's gunplay. Y'all know what it is already. Guess what? 24 hours later, 6ix9ine's management team is making a video, posting it, giving this kid, here, man, just for good, just to show goodwill and that there's no harm or anything. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. He's counting out the money in stacks and giving it to him. Now, some might call that extortion, but I'm telling you that when you are bonded together that thick, paid him everything and made a big old apology. I apologize because they said, yo, you know what? We watched the video and it was his manager that was trying to snake the kid, and the kid doesn't understand the entertainment industry, and y'all know what you were doing. And he told you on video that he was trying to remain faithful to Dirk because, you know, Dirk seen him and Dirk was like, damn, you look like me for real, for real. So he took him under his wings. But the kid was like, I'm not into the gangster stuff. I don't want no parts of no beef that y'all have going on, you know. But I have respect for Dirk and loyalty. And when them Zos saw that, they paid up hundreds of thousands of dollars and a video apology. So that's to show you the power that they have. And they'll come see you. They'll come see you. We don't have that. We don't have that. So we're out here. We're proud to be Jamaican though, but we stand alone kind of thing. Yes, those are really there for each other. Yeah, I love that loyalty to their own, no matter what. Yeah, man. In high school, when I was growing up, I used to know some of them that didn't have much of anything. Like they were almost homeless, and they would take in each other, and they would sleep on each other's floor and each other's couch, and they would share their food, and they would fight for each other. And to see them today, and they would rise together. When one got his first car, the next one got a car, next one got a car. Whatever activities they were doing then to get their money, and they all came up together. So yeah, 6ix9ine tried a stunt with him recently. Yes, Soji 819. That's the stunt I'm talking about. And the Haitian gangster jumped out on him, and he was like, "Oh, see, one thing y'all didn't know was that he's a Zoe, and that goes above everything. I wish he had called me first, but now that I know about this, Florida is a no-fly zone for you, a no-go zone. You can't do no shows here. You can't book no events here. You can't. Now you getting paid $100,000 per event in that area where they're telling you you can't book no more events. You think they're not hurting your pockets? They are. And they are guns up for real. Everybody knows that in Florida. They guns up for real, and they were really, really bad back in the day. Right? Their brotherhood is very strong. There is no love. There is no love in most of our people. If you drop down a road, pray. they they bond. And man, I say this to people though. When I'm in Jamaica though, people are loving, people are caring, people actually. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's my perception, but like if you tie a bus on the side of the road and you need help, or if, but overseas, I don't know. I think foreign change us because most of us come here have to struggle. A lot of us didn't come here to everything established already and gold spoon in mouth, and you come to a nice life so you can like help each other. We see it as I'm struggling, so I can't help you. Whereas they see it as you're struggling, I'm struggling, but we the same. So let's struggle together and let's build together. That's a difference. We see it as, boy, brother, me I struggle, me no have nothing, me can't help you. Me I gotta look something for myself. And we're gone, left the other one. When if we had bonded with that other one and another one and another one, we would have been stronger like that. But to this day, we still don't understand that as a people. That's why we move the way that we move. We still don't understand economics. We still don't understand bonding together and the powerful impact it could make. We have Jamaican restaurants sprinkled about the place, but that's it. We don't have a base, a community. That's important. Them have a whole community. A whole section of Miami is theirs. A whole section of Miami is for the Cubans. The Italians have theirs. The Jewish people have theirs. Who else? And I said it already. The Asians and especially Chinese, they have theirs. We don't have nothing. We just everywhere. We just everywhere. So there's no love in most of us. Somebody says, Seymour Bennett says the Mexicans, they're little Mexico up here in Ocala, Florida. And remember I told y'all my neighbor, I told him, said the neighbor did need a new roof and him insurance never kick in and he was frustrated because him pool mash up to and all these things. Well, he got a new roof, right? And I sat here right next door and watched them man that come Monday, roof gone, all roof gone. One day, no, Monday, all roof gone. Tuesday, I didn't even see when them put on the new roof. Tuesday, I pull up in my driveway and just for nothing, I'm looking across. Oh, the whole roof done. But and it's a nice size house. It ain't no little tiny house. They man whole roof done. Then pull up Monday, tear off the whole roof. Did some preparations, bam, bam, bam. I heard them out there knocking, knocking, knocking for hours. I didn't even hear when they laid the new roof. Tuesday, me just drive in and me just see a whole new roof. So them Mexicans, they are tight. They are tight, tight, extra tight. I think they're one of the tightest groups out there. But we got to get to that, man. For us, them 7 Haitians that went missing, we already know what it is, and they'll be just fine. It's going to be very hard to find them. News report says that over 60,000 Haitians made it across the border into the U.S. this year alone, from January till now. 60,000. And I think most of those have been sent back already. And there's a small portion of them still sitting in detention centers waiting to either be processed or, they're either going to send them back or give them a stay here, depending on what their case is. They claim they're going case by case basis. So we'll see how that goes. But the one that will get sent back already, they'll be back again and they'll keep on trying until they actually make it in. It's a very persistent people. They have their own route. May I tell you, them Toronto, Canada, we had Eglinton for the Jamaican, but that got messed up. I no longer compare us to the others. It looked like it just how we stay. Boy, it looks so. It looks so. We're proud though. We're proud of this flag right here. We are proud. We are so proud to be Jamaicans. It's a shame, but we can't like unless you join a gang. And even then we start snitch on each other and we start want each other woman and we start snaking each other when the money get enough and all these things. You ever hear about nobody run away with the partner draw with the people and partner money and gone? You ever hear about anybody go down there and try to, oh, there's a work program that you can travel on? A lady actually went to Jamaica and did that, collect up millions of dollars and jumped back on a plane and came back to the US. She had all documents, professional looking. She went to Clarendon first and she got all and set up an office, and like she walk and talk to people. She set up an official office and everything. Open up office. This is the place where you come to, and they're gonna vet you to see if you qualify for the program. We're getting people flown out of here right now. The jobs are just flying off the table in the US. They're waiting, and this is what I'm here for, right? Everybody, wow, me I get to go foreign, and me I get employment to rent into our office. Yes, you have to go get your medical done. So I'm gonna charge you this much, 20,000 for that. We're gonna have to look about your passport. I'll charge you 100,000 for that, 50,000 for this. That took the people their money and gone. Not one person got a job from her. Not one person got. Not one person was flown out of the country. Not one person. It was all a scam. But that's how we do. We even prey on the ones that are not. Like here, conversation get ugly. Don't make me call immigration for you, girl. Because I know say you're there illegally. Me tell them, let them come pick you up. You stay there. Jamaicans crossing that Mexican border from a long time. That's nothing new. It's just new to the news. Pussy galore. Facts. Facts. Boy, that rough. That rough. I watched a video, you see, and I saw this 2 miles of tunnel. Yo, them people are them Mexicans that are playing now. The same way them put on the roof quick. I can imagine it's the same way a whole heap of them get together and just dig out the tunnel. And where we are go? America. And just dig out the tunnel all the way to. You ever seen them little animals? I forgot what they're called, and they dig holes under the ground. In my mind, that's how I imagine them just dig out the tunnel, and the whole of them just for each other, whole heap of them under there by tomorrow morning tunnel dig. Cocaine can go through, gun can go through, people go back and forth, human trafficking. Yeah, and I charge you a fee, hombre. And gone through. Yes, Jamaicans have been going there for the longest and using that route to get into the US. But when we see that tunnel there, and there are a whole lot of them, and one of the tunnel, It's not like if they catch the one and shut it down, people can't go through. Y'all got to understand, it's a whole heap of them. Matter of fact, the U.S. Border Patrol says it's so many of those tunnels. The chipmunks, I chipmunk them. I want next one, man. We dig on the ground like this. The U.S. Border Patrol says there are so many of those tunnels. They estimate to be hundreds of them, hundreds, and they can't shut down all of them because half of them can't even find them. A tunnel that is dug by a man underground with no reinforcement. Me not go under there. Moles, badgers. Listen, if life is that rough for me in Jamaica, I just have to go like tighten my belt, try to figure out another way. But not that. Not that. I'm claustrophobic as it is. My breathing changed just talking about it. Just thinking about people under the earth for 2 miles straight. 2 miles. I was in Germany. I'm there to drive in our tunnel, through a tunnel. Man, you know, a big tunnel, this, you know, with paved street in there and everything. And I think that tunnel was about 5 miles long. And I started freaking out inside of the tunnel. Like, me start take off clothes. Me have to cover up my head and lay down while they drive. It's like, wake me up when we get out kind of thing. So I can't imagine being in a tunnel. That's just me and my conditions. So I can't imagine being in a tunnel where it's 2 miles under the ground. No, sir. But Jamaican, me don't know, anything for reach a foreign. I would have to be in some desperate situation. Desperate. And even then, I would take my chances before me go under that tunnel then. Pussy Galore said, I couldn't do the tunnel thing either. I'm afraid of dark spaces. And a brother in there talk about the cocoa leaf. Him say, yeah, him carry these and him chew them. And it help them to go through the tunnel. Because at some point during the night, they lay down and rest in the tunnel. And then them get up again and start going. And he talks about the air in there and the breathing. No, not carotid. Me na the airplane a freak out. And an airplane me in a. So under there, so, and the air is like, no, from your side, the air is not like, oh, I'm out. Turn me in. Matter of fact, I go back to my yard. Y'all didn't tell me about this part of the journey. I need a charter back to Jamaica. Maybe I just start calling immigration for myself. Hello, hi, I'm here in Mexico illegally. Yes, I want to go home to Jamaica. Yes, send me back, please, because I'm not going under there. Just send me back, please. Me would have called them for myself before I go under there. So. Serious thing. What about the box trucks? Yeah, the box trucks. Oh man, the way how they pack the box trucks. They had one in Mexico that the brother left it in the sun, and they had like 18 or something people dead in the back of it. But that different. Because then I would be banging the hell out of it and tell them, I'm in here, I'm illegal, come take me out. But they stayed quiet. The people them in there stayed quiet because they didn't want to get caught and they died in it. I would have been making noise. This is the point where you're going to catch me. May I go? May I try leave? Things bad? I think I can make it better. You know them selling the story, right? Yeah, it's an easy trip. And believe it or not, it's Jamaicans that's a part of this trafficking route. Yo, I have the links, you know. Can get you a link, you know, if you go from Jamaica to Mexico. You see it? I have a boat where I leave tomorrow morning, and then I have one where I leave Monday. Which one you want upon? All right, then. It's 150 grand still. Boy, I have the money, you know. All right, pay me. Easy thing, man. Once you reach Mexico, that's how they sell you the story. An easy thing, man. Dr. Rock, big up yourself and thank you. I appreciate you. Once you leave Jamaica, era, I just water you up on a night time still, but bring a sweater. See, kind of chilly out there that time of year. The people, them nice. I lie, them are telling you. You get boof, buff, coof, cough, queffins after you left. The people, them nice and everything. A regular thing with us, see? And then when you reach Mexico now, they will turn you over to some other people who work with me. So just tell them, say, you know Juba from Jamaica. See? When you reach Mexico and talk about, yeah, Juba send me. Juba who? Okay? All you hear is, okay? Yo no hablo inglés. Yeah. Ándale. Yeah. Okay. Your own. And then when tell us, okay, crawl here, like so. Oh no. That's when we are gonna stop. We are gonna stop. Do you have any immigration officers around? What are you trying to do? Try to go back on my yard. Come now, I'm going there so. Me I tell for myself, matter of fact, gone me gone. Cause them will shoot you, you know. They will shoot you because if they get caught, if they get exposed by you, then their whole operation is down. So some of them walk with gun, then we shoot you for real. Oh, you want to go back to Jamaica? Oh, pow, bury him. Everybody else come. Now crawl, yeah, or under, yeah. So you can't say nothing. You can't be like, yeah, I want to leave. I'm not going under there. You have to just be like, immigration, come take me. Me illegal. Running a zigzag so them not shoot you. Immigration, come take me. Watch out, man. Me not go under that at all. Dr. Rock, big up yourself. Julie Tapper, big up yourself. Sunny C, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. You know what? While we're about that, right? We have some other topic to talk about. We want to get into the summer and go on like God never blessing us still. Shortly, just shortly. Listen, I know we say it all the time. Just 2 minutes of this. I know we say it all the time, but we need to actually start living this. See? You really are not going to leave here alive, kicking and smiling. This is really your one go round. This life where you have yourself right now. Some people get up every day. Some of us get up every day. We have everything in abundance. We have even more than a lot of other people have. And we still get up feeling miserable. I want to have a miserable day. I want to turn your beautiful gift, your present. You know, like when people wrap stuff on gears, a present, right? You say you're giving him a present. Well, this is our present. Today, we were gifted again with another present. In the moment, the present. Why you take your present and turn it in a, I don't know, hate, anger, malice, jealousy, I don't know, whatever else negative emotions you put into your present. Use your present to enjoy life, right? Life is precious and you don't know when this thing can change for you. I'm watching a lady that I follow. She's an attorney. I think y'all know who she is because a lot of you might follow her. I buck up on someone over there on IG. She's a divorce attorney. Bald-headed lady. She always strutting her stuff. And she is saying every day is a gift. So you have to live like you're God's creation. You have to live like you're God's masterpiece and artwork and all this. She's a very successful attorney now with her own law firm, but she chronicled her journey, you know, from when she first started and going through school and all this stuff. So now she is very established and stuff. So everything I like, Gucci, this and like this, that expensive stuff, but she can afford it. But she's like, this is my life and my one life to live. But her message every day is live like this is it. Yesterday she said, hey, I'm at the hospital right now. One of my clients had me come over here to sign some paperwork. And this person was in good health just a couple of weeks ago. Nobody saw this coming. You know, the person was fine, up, walking around, talking, no signs of sickness, going about their business, being very busy, doing their thing. And here she is calling me at a hospital to sign off on some documents because they feel like she's getting ready to pass. And it hit me that life can change for you in an instant. You know, a lot of people wait till them get sick them get a breast cancer diagnosis, or them get a colon cancer diagnosis, or them get a whatever diagnosis for you to start humbling yourself and for you to start trying to live or for you to start respecting life. Don't do that, man. Just wake up every day and respect life and understand that you don't control this. You are gifted with this. You know what I'm saying? You are gifted with this. This is your gift, your present. Live in the present. You don't have, it's cliche as hell, but you no longer have yesterday. Yesterday gone. It nothing you can do to bring back yesterday. It's gone, forever gone. You have memories, and the farther you get from yesterday with more yesterdays, is the more likely even your memories of one of them yesterday is going to fade. Right? The future you don't control. You don't know what's coming in the future. Man, wake up good Monday morning and by Monday evening he's in the morgue. Live in the moment, live in your present, and enjoy life. Not true? All right. With that said, now, take that one day off of the board. I just felt pressed to say that this morning. But with that one, someone will go on like God never bless you. And I need to remember to give thanks always. You understand? Give thanks always. The little that you have, somebody have way littler, and some don't have none at all. And they're probably happier than you, hoping and wishing to have half of what you have, and you have all that and you're miserable. That's like a slap in the face of the Almighty. That's like a slap in the face of, wait, you bless me and give me all this for me. Me not deserve this. I don't need this. I don't want this. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. How can you wake up with everything you need and then be vexed? That's crazy. That's crazy. But anyhow, we move on. When you take up young gal, all right, here we go. So the brother that left the comment that said, "Him woman," she don't like when she see as soon as him little gray start. Immediately I have this picture in my head where, first of all, let me say this: why are we not allowed to age? Is that where we're at with this now? And some of you women are so wicked because you have, me see a man I put on him like a male man unit, them call them. Me see him I put on him like a man unit and him style him like a man unit, and the person who put it on his head is like, oh, make no mistake about it, it won't fall off. This is called the baby daddy starter kit. It won't fall off. We just took his age back about 30 years because when he walk in a barber shop, not here, never there, so him hair grow around the side. That's it. There was no hair in the middle. He left that barber shop with a full head of hair, enough bushy and curly, twist up some of them and thing, them rub it with the sponge brush and thing, and it twist up and thing and blend it into the beard, and him look like hot daddy. The man went from looking about 70 and not too goodly taken care of to about 35, 40 in an instant. I see all the women in the comment section now. Oh my God, no, that's too much. I will never date a man like that. I don't want my man wearing no damn male unit, whatever y'all want to call it. That's a weave. I don't want my man wearing no lace fronts. I don't want my man wearing none of that. I want a real man. If you're losing it, just cut it all the way off. Just shave it bald. Ain't nothing wrong with a bald head. So how come we can't set to say, if your thing start thin out, just shave it off. Nothing wrong with a bald woman. Nothing is wrong with a bald woman, but you're not wicked enough because you don't have makeup. So when you look at blemishes about, you can fix up when your lip them crack up, you can lipstick. When your face pitchy patchy and 20 color, you can even out everything tall. For your eyes, I don't like my eye color today. I'm wearing green. I'm wearing blue. I'm wearing purple. Contact lens, that mean everything. You can't turn in a one whole different person in front of it. Me not like me here. Today she bald head, tomorrow see her. All the way down there. So some of them wear them go all the way out there, so, and they stroke it like it's theirs. Bring it back, come round, that's so. Fling it up, that's a dry it back. You know, they have all this, the hair, the makeup, the contact lens, lipstick, the eyelash them. Girl, my eyelash is bigger than yours. Nah. Let me show you something. You ever see some of them eyelash, all them new eyelash, like them want to take off for runway. Eyelashes, they got everything for y'all. And the man can't put on a little male unit. The man can't use like a dye on him beard even. Even if him want to say, I don't mind my grays showing, but no, that's not personal. I don't have no grays yet. Me personally don't have no grays yet, but me say one, like a one strand come up. No, we also we look great. But the man is not allowed to say, I like my grays, but let me go ahead and see, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling different, so do a little something different, because that's what y'all say, right? Me love me picky here. Me not nothing wrong with it. But anytime you have to go somewhere, you throw on one hair hat though. You don't really love your picky here, but that's on you. You're allowed to transform and all that, and we're supposed to love you at every stage of that. But we can't do nothing. So this woman is telling him, so every time your grades start to show, I don't like it. I don't like it. You know what would I tell that brother there? I would have tell him, say, go get a next woman. Because your grades are only going to multiply from this point forward. So she gonna go crazy watching your grades. And she want you to grow a beard, but you mustn't have no gray in it. Either that or you're gonna have to walk around with a dye pack and just be dyeing every day because your gray hair them grow out every 24 hours. That's the thing about a beard. You see the hair on top of your head? Let me tell you something. The hair on top of your head, right? You dye it black. I worked in a beauty salon. I may watch people talk. You dye your hair black. It might give you a 2 week break before you need to dye it again because the other color starts show, don't? Right. Some people even longer. Not your facial hair. Your facial hair for men, you shave that Monday. By Monday evening, you have what's called a shadow. That's where they got the 5 o'clock shadow from. It's called a 5 o'clock shadow. So by 5 o'clock in the evening, shadow come on again. By tomorrow morning, is enough hair there for you to pull it. By the next day, you're gonna see if there's any gray in it or not. So I can't imagine this brother being paro because his woman, so he's gonna have to either constantly shave clean, or if she like beard but she don't want to see gray, he have to go constantly and dye. I don't want no woman like that. When you take up young girl, she don't want to see you get old. You were good before your grades came in. Now your grades came in, she's tired of being asked if that's her dad. She's everybody I talk about if you're my father. You know, babe, when we were at the restaurant the other day, you know what the waitress said to me? She said, if that's your dad, because Zaddy is handsome. And you know, me feel like you make yourself look older than you really are, you know. Did they stress you out? What do you mean me make myself look older than me really are? Dye your beard or something, man, because the whole of the grey show, me not like it. Rotted. Yeah, because I'm tired of people ask me if you're my father and them something there. Some people are talk about I must kidnap me, or you rob the cradle or something like that. I can't take it. Poor thing. Brother, I better go get you one old woman like yourself here. Because at least when you call each other old, you can laugh about it. But when you're young girl, I call you old. It, it just hold on. Seymour Bennett says I shaved my head for years now because I used to ride horses and the helmet with hair would drive me crazy in the hot weather. The ladies love me bald headed. All right. And nothing wrong with that. There's somebody out there for everybody. There's somebody out there for everybody. So you don't have to pitchy patchy up yourself and feel uncomfortable with who you're with just because they don't like how you're progressing as in aging. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is not like, oh, me I gain a belly because I'm eating too much and I'm drinking too much, so you can cut back on the eating, do some more exercise and drink. Me can't adjust the gray hair them. The gray hair them is gonna come. You're either gonna like me with my salt and pepper till it turn all white, or you're gonna have to leave me alone. But that's what your relationship is supposed to be about, right? This is where you're gonna find out: am I with somebody that's permanent or with somebody with temporary intentions? Because as soon as you start look really old, them gone left you, or they start to tell you stuff like, "Me not like, no, me not like the little gray hair them way have a come in. So do something with it now. You can't, yeah, blacken it up or something like what the man them do with them. Something go a barber shop, go find out what them do and do it, please. Cause me, me not like see it. Oi, age gracefully and embrace it. Hells yeah, that's my agenda. It depends on his bank account. Tells says it depends on his bank account. You know what else? Are true. Because I tell you what, I bet you money if the bank account did tall and he was splashing it out all on her, she wouldn't care if every strand of hair upon him face did gray. She would have like it. Or she would have deal with it until she get to like it. But because you're broke, or you're a trying man, or your money, your money not too tall, then them start pick things. I mean, like how your toenail them start looking out. When you did younger, your toenail them did look normal. No, why the one that turn brown? Yeah, I mean, like him feet them. You have to go start with your shoes, no more sandals on vacation. Your beard, yeah. Them little something there, whole heap of gray hair. Can you do something with them, please? And you start become a nuisance. Now, everything where you had developed is not good looking anymore. See, what to your finger them? Why your finger them look so? Why the skin look like the skin does yeah, you wrinkly by your hand them and stuff. I want to turn your neck. Oh, I mean, Adam's apple. Oh, me never see that before. Oh, why it looks big now? Why everything start bother them because what? You don't have them kind of money there. You don't have the money that says, shut up, I can look how I want to look. Not true? Jay-Z said, because they was calling Jay-Z ugly. Oh my God, Beyonce could have done better than that. Jay-Z said, listen, there's no such thing as an ugly billionaire. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. There's no such thing as an ugly billionaire with a B, my friend. All right. And I'm not lie. It's not like the prettiest of women, even though they might be pretty with no substance, they're flinging themselves at a billionaire if them see one. Because just a little toops of fee money might be a small percentage pocket change to him. But to her, it can change her world. Not true? I just want to breathe for him one time. I don't care for my 9 to 5, so what? Him can breathe, it can't stand up. Yes, it can, trust me. Give me it for about 5 minutes, me make it turn up. If it not turn up, me make it shoot fluids and me can use it. Turkey base, you never hear about that. Me can breathe for him. Yeah, legacy we say. You still they don't care. They don't care. But I guess I true. Brother money not tall enough, so every little hair pan him face a ton gray sends her crazy. Why? I would say watch who you with here, man. Kind of remind me of when time Cat Williams said, yeah, you have them young girls. Hey, I'm about to get real inappropriate right now. So if you I'm giving you 30 seconds to tell your child, if you have your child I watch this, if you look the next way, don't listen. Put on them headphones and turn it up or something. Watch it. Cat Williams made a joke, right? Y'all with me? Because you know there's gonna be that one person. Oh my God, SouFLo. I never. Why you said that when my I was watching this? With this is not a family program right now. Right, that's all. It got change. Cat Williams said. He said, "Yeah, when you with them little young girls, and she start wanting to do porno shit with your non-porno dick, cause you, cause you, cause you older, and she just bouncing on it. And she's like, hey hey you cat, you in the back dying. She about to break it, doing porno stuff with your non-porno dick." She checking her fingernails. She counting the ceiling. How many times the fan going around? She does not have no leverage. Shouldn't have no time apart when the bomb still got stop. She just got broke it off. And them sing about broke it off, you know, she just got broke it off. Your days of that gone a long time. And here you are about to catch a heart attack on a 2 blue pill. Why when you take up young girl? When you take up young girl, me telling you. Can be reckless. Well, the next one, my boy, they say, boy, he said, yeah, Chris Rock said, I don't even know how, like, I don't even know how to talk to them, you know, because the money and the fame and stuff, cause you know, Chris Rock, I don't know if Chris Rock is back with his wife. I think he is back with his wife. But then they actually go through the whole divorce process, you know. Chris said, so I'm out, you know, I'm newly single and I'm out. I figured, man, you know, I already did the wife thing, marriage thing for so long. This is what it got me. I'm hurting. I'm down. I'm out on the road. I'm doing shows, but it's not the same. I don't have a family to go home to. And all these groupies out here, because I'm Chris Rock, right? All these groupies are out here. So, and they're young. They're young. You know, 21-year-old young girls, you know, could, like less than half my age and stuff. I don't even know how to talk to them. The language is different now. Chris said he take one back to the hotel. As soon as he get there, strip off your clothes and start draw film close to, come on, daddy, let's go. And he's like, whoa, like, can we have a drink first? And, you know, like relax a little bit, have a conversation, you know, what's your name? Get to know, what's my real name? You know, get to know each other and stuff. He's like, woo. Then the same thing. She done you off on about our business. It's like, you're not equipped for it no more. You're not equipped for it no more. I tell people this. If you're with somebody that's older, significantly older, and that's where you want to be, that's where you want to be, to consenting adults. But please understand that there's nothing you can do to slow down time. All right? So your significant other is going to age. And if they're way older than you, they're going to age faster than you because they're already there. You know? So when it starts to the gray hair, them come in and the this come in and the that come in, nobody start looking at them talking about your old ass. At least like an argument in the house. Oh, old ass. Your old ass. Tired of people are calling my father. John, no. See if me didn't know. If you didn't know. If you didn't know what? Say he was gonna get older before you. You know? Sugar daddy work can be very taxing on the body. DMAC. No, if I sugar daddy them can't handle the sugar. I don't think sugar daddy work can be very taxing. Sugar daddy work. Half of the sugar daddy them cannot handle the sugar. Them can't handle the sugar. Some little young girl. You ever see them girl nowadays? Hey man, go watch Shelly Belly dance, friend. Go watch Shelly Belly dance. Them girl I want you pick them up and run across the room with them and slam them in the wall so tight. And them thing there. You pick her up and your back hurting. You like, jaw. You know, that feel like I slip this on the left side, that's or I herniated this on the right side, or I start, I put her down. She asks you, why you don't pick me up sometimes when you be, cause you're heavy? Okay. For young, you see, boy, them, the girl, them, look heavy to them. Then pick them up and run gone with them. Pick them up and do all this with them. Me say, oh man, I had a video on here. This girl went to Trinidad, she go for carnival. The man wears little sock and him back broad boat sock. Him not even look real. See? And I said to myself, say, boy, it says girls trip to Trinidad for a carnival. The man pick up the girl and have her down so and up so. And down so and up so. And the way how him the angler is like, she weigh about 10 pounds. She weigh about 10 pounds. If I did my woman that time, I see the video, I tell him to keep her. Like, don't even bother flying back to the States. Just move to Trinidad. I will box all your stuff up and send it. You have found your dream guy. Because if you still enjoy yourself, here, Vicky Victor, boy, you can do that too. Listen to me. Listen to me. I pick up my kids until my kids reach a certain age, right? When me I do, I pick you up and put you up yourself. And then put it down yourself and then put it back up yourself. And put it down yourself and put it back up yourself. Me not into all that. I'm not into all that. All that is extraness. Me not say every now and then 1 and 2, but all that is extraness. Me not into all that. So if I that you want with him waist little so and him back broad so, you know what? Let me see if I can find the video. Cause I think I joke me and make when me say the man back broad, the man look like him don't even look human. Him don't even look human. And you know your woman is gonna be like, yeah, I'm not even into guys like those. It just looks disgusting. Yeah, really disgusting. I'm not even into guys like those. I'm not attracted to muscles anyways. Shut I want that girl, a Julia Jewel. No, fly just past my mouth. I'm saying I'm not even looking. Yeah. But here what? So we want to get into the video about I'm loading. Cause I'm sure me have that video here and I have to show it to y'all since we talking like that. Why? If my woman goes to Trinidad and this go on, keep her please. Don't send her back because there's nothing I can do that you just did. Nothing. Me useless to her now. Useless and I admit it. Alright, me have so much video in there I can't find the broad back man and the girl. But oh, here it is. Found it. When I think I lie, me I tell. You see when I tell these stories and I say stuff, look at SouFLo, I'm just a make up stuff on the spot just for, okay, can't no, believe me. See man back there. See man waist there. Watch how the man on angle are now. Oh, wait. On ready? On ready? All right. This is your girl. She went to Trinidad for girls' vacation. She went to Trinidad for girls' vacation. She is enjoying carnival. You are trying not to be an insecure hubby. You say it's all good, babe. Go enjoy yourself with the girls. See you when you get back. I'll take care of the kids in the house and stuff. Yes? All right. See you there. Let's go. You're just showing off now. You're just showing off. Ready? Watch out. This is dancing. It's carnival. You hear the man say? The videographer says you're just showing off now. You're just showing off now. You're making all the little skinny guys in here feel bad. Whoa! She might not return if Dexter featured on the ticket. I saw. But hey. Boy. No, sir. No, sir. Wickedness increasing. Watch it. I have about 5 minutes left on this thing. Well, no, I came in late, so I'm gonna give you back your minutes. So about 10 minutes left on this thing. Um, Oi, black teen attacked by two white men for driving in their neighborhood. We're switching gear real quick. All right. Somebody said them prison buffs and oi, sir. Anyhow, let we go. I can't come to me. Let we go. Let we go. Watch now. I trying to find this thing, but okay. So here it is. This incident is what I was talking about.
Right here, right here. Tell me what you doing. Burning out, racing through my fucking neighborhood. Burning out, racing through my fucking neighborhood. I told you not to. I'm not in your face. Get out of my neighborhood, fuckwad. Who got a gun?
Get out of my neighborhood, fuckwad.
You got a gun? You're the one that would get a gun. Get out of this neighborhood. Get out of this neighborhood. You don't belong here, right? But y'all want to smash the fucking window? Smash the window? Yeah, he did, didn't he? You smashed the window, huh? Well, y'all driving like you.
Your pussy galore, but she wants some of them bunks there. Go sit down. But you want someone. Go sit down. But you want some of them bunks there. So this incident right here, right? You saw the video, Darlene Walter Riley. I'm gonna play the video one more time, but this incident right here took place in Florida, in a neighborhood in Florida. But what I have to say, because we gotta close the video out pretty soon. Me here, Miss Shakira, she on the next side there, get ready, and she gotta go to the gym and all these things. So here we go.
Right here, buddy. Right here. Tell me what you doing. Burning out, racing through my fucking neighborhood. Burning out, racing through my fucking neighborhood. I told you not to. I'm not in your face. Get out of my neighborhood, fuckwad. Who got a gun? Who got the gun? The guy who's got a permit to carry it. You got a gun? You're the one that would get a gun. Get out of this neighborhood. Get out of this neighborhood. You don't belong here, right? But y'all want to smash the fucking window? Smash the window? Yeah, he did, didn't he? You smashed the window, huh? Well, y'all driving like you.
Come go up.
Right here, buddy. Right here. Tell me what you doing.
Somebody said come go up. But you want some of them bunks there. Watch now. This is how it ended. That's how it ended. So Donald Corsi and Howard Hughes post bond following arrest on felony charges for harassing a black teenager. Black teenager is driving his little Mercedes Benz through an upscale neighborhood somewhere in Florida. I guess he said it was his friend's neighborhood. I think he went to go drop his friend off. You know, some of these people don't think that, you know, young black kid, you buy your teenager a Mercedes Benz for his first car, so on and so forth. He's growing up kind of privileged. He goes to a school where privileged children goes to, and he can afford to live in neighboring neighborhoods that look the same as where his friends live. So a lot of these kids are not feeling like they're different. What he was doing in the neighborhood, according to them, was he was burning rubber, burning out his tires, and doing donuts in the neighborhood. They took a rock and they threw the rock through his window, shattered his glass. So he stopped the car and he started videotaping them. And they come around and start videotaping him. And then you can hear the whole, get out of this neighborhood. You don't belong here. He's asking them while he's videotaping, who got the gun? Who got the gun? As in, usually a gun is displayed in this area because they said something about a gun. He said, who has the gun? The white man answered back and said, the one that has a license to carry it. Anyhow, them get arrested and thing. Let me say something. I live here in Florida, right? I see this BS all the time. They fly past me down the street. It's supposed to be 45 max speed, and you'll get somebody doing 90. Zoom! On a little two-way back road through some neighborhoods. And I always say to myself, yeah. And then when they get pulled over, The first thing they'll say is, it's because I'm black, or it's because I'm driving a nice car. I know my opinion is not popular, but hear me out. They had no reason to break his window. I'm not picking up for them and I'm not justifying what they did. They should have called the police. If they were that much concerned, they should have called the police and let the police handle it. However, they break his window. You know what the difference is between them and us? The difference is they police their neighborhoods. They themselves police their neighborhoods because their children live there and play in those streets. Us, we co-sign the BS. We co-sign the BS. We see them fly through the neighborhood. Nobody says nothing. Everybody thinks it's cool until one of our kids get killed outside because he was doing 90 miles per hour, burning out tires and doing donuts in the neighborhood. And then we react, right? They police their neighborhoods. Are they racist? I never heard nigger. I never heard any other thing is just, that would tell me that they were racist, just that he's in their neighborhood and that's not his neighborhood. And according to them, he's doing burnouts and donuts on their street. Now, you can say you don't believe them, but if he's doing burnouts and donuts on their street, there's probably tire marks on the ground, right? Now, the police came and arrested them because they broke his window out, but we don't know what charges he'll have. He did a follow-up video and he wasn't charged with anything, so I don't think he was actually doing donuts and burnouts on their street. However, they saw the video and they thought, hey man, we're going to be on video after this because they've been losing their jobs and they've been losing their jobs, their livelihood behind these, what do they call them? Stan and Karen videos. Was there video evidence that he was spinning out in the neighborhood? Kaitaja Empress, no. And that's what I'm saying. He's spinning out in the neighborhood. That's their accusation when they saw that he was videoing. And I said that if he was spinning out and burning out in the neighborhood, there would be tire marks. You can't spin out and burn out on asphalt and there is no mark. There will be tire marks. So for the fact that the police came and hit them with felony charges and he was not charged with anything, reckless endangerment, nothing, tells me that they probably only said that just because he was videoing them. Now, didn't hear nigger, didn't hear any other thing that would make me think they're racist, but for the fact that they actually attacked him the way that they did, and in their undertone, you can hear it. But it's that kind of world, and we still live in that kind of world. You know, we still live in that kind of world. Yes, if he was showing off in his car, he only has himself to blame. I would like to see start to finish video. That I would like to see video from them for what they accused him of. Because if somebody is burning out in my neighborhood and I'm that much concerned, I'm grabbing my phone and going like this. Look at this. Look at this. This is on my street right here. Look. And at least have some evidence before I go saying, hey, you can't do that around here because you don't know what might happen after, right? Ahmad Arbery, say his name, and that could have been another case of that right there. Right there. If they were mad enough to take a brick and throw it through his window, they probably were mad. And you know what they're probably thinking also? They're probably thinking because of the car he's driving, because of the way he looks, all that. You don't belong. You don't belong in this neighborhood. You can look at the neighborhood, and that if that's Florida, which it is Florida, if you look at the neighborhood and you see those houses and stuff, you will know that's an upscale neighborhood. Those houses are pretty expensive. That neighborhood is pretty expensive. It's not a regular neighborhood. So they probably live in these places and they feel like we don't belong there, or our kind or his kind does not belong there. Call the police. Call the police. But I see them all the time being reckless. See, we have to start being responsible as well, right? I'm not saying he was burning out or he wasn't, or he was speeding or he wasn't, because I wasn't there and I have no proof of it. But I'm saying I see them all the time here. They get their little nice cars, they fly through the neighborhood. Zoom. One flew past me the other day, and I had my son in the car, and I said the same thing to him, to Kosi. I said, yo, see, and when he fly past me, because it was a 2-lane road, and only one side you could drive on, go in each direction. And he took over like, like in a Jamaica, you can take over in Jamaica on the incoming traffic lane if there's nothing coming. But as you can see, in Jamaica, them take over all when something that comes. Sometimes the traffic that's coming this way have to dive that way to avoid a head-on collision. Sometimes, and a lot of the times, there is a head-on collision just to take over. So he did that here. And as he was passing on my driver's side, I looked in the vehicle, and it was a young black dude. Zoom! It's 35 over there. There's a school and a mosque over there. 35 was the speed limit. This dude had to have been doing about 80, 90. And right next to down there is like a hot neighborhood. Police always over there, always pull over people. And I said to myself, look, I bet when they pull him over, he's going to say, oh, it's because I'm black and why the police handling me like that. So we got to educate our youths as well. We have to teach our youths as well that you already have strikes against you out there. And when they approach you, they're not going to be approaching you as if you are their son or they feel some kind of kinship towards you. They're approaching you as if you're a criminal. And this is where it all starts, right? So we have to make them aware as well. I've been sliding through their neighborhoods since I was 14. I've been driving since I was 14. I've never had issues like that. And it sounds weird because some people are going to be like, well, it's my damn music. I should be able to play the music as loud as I want to, even if I'm not doing burnouts and donuts. Nah, I don't know. It's a residential neighborhood. I turn my music down for the most part, go about my business at the speed limit. I don't fly through their neighborhood. I go at the speed limit, and I never had an issue. So I don't know why them jump on him, but according to him, he has video proof to back up his story that they didn't like the way I was driving, is what he captioned his video by saying. They didn't like the way I was driving, so they broke my window. Now, what way were you driving that they did not like? Because there's no video showing him burning out. Make sure you educate your youths, man. Nephews, nieces, daughters, sons, because that could have went really bad. That could have been another Trayvon Martin situation, right? And if it came down to that, you know what they could have said? They could have said, he stopped the car, jumped out the car, pulled out something, and they could fashion the story any which way they want to fashion the story. And there's a law here in Florida called stand your ground. It's very easy to get away under the stand your ground law. Very easy. All you have to do is feel threatened. That's it. I'm going to leave that one right there. Manners and respect to each and everybody tuning in this morning. Big up yourself. Have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget, don't go on like God never bless you. All right? Enjoy. Catch y'all on the next video sometime soon. Got a whole bunch of videos coming for you this weekend. I got up this morning and actually did 3 of them. Finalized 3 of them. So look forward to the updates to the Klansman Wandan gang case. Everybody is going to be surprised about this. Everybody. Remember, I'm going to tell you, there's 2 videos on that. The police officer, Shellyan Shireen Allen, she was supposed to be sentenced yesterday or on the 15th. She was supposed to be sentenced on the 16th. Today is the 17th. However, there was a headline that said her sentencing was postponed. You're going to be surprised about what's going on with her case as well. So stay tuned for all the updates. I have 3 of those videos coming within a couple of hours. Let's give Morning Thoughts some time to run, generate some views, people tune in, watch it, and then I'll hit you with the videos All right. One love. Oh, and for the people who ordered the t-shirts or are inquiring about ordering the t-shirts, I saw them. I saw all of them. It's a lot of y'all. Thank you. I saw all of them in my email, and I will be sitting down today to go into the email to respond to you so you can get your shirts. All right? I'm out. Peace. Who's that? Papa?
No, it's Milani.
Milani. Come, mommy. Sugar.